Hello you beautiful souls, welcome here. Thank you very much for coming to my channel, for all of your kindness, all of your love, your support and your wonderful comments. I'm very grateful to all of you. Thank you. The name of today's reading is How Does Your Person See You? I've got 3 piles of cards for you to choose from. I will insert the picture of the piles in a second. As always, take your time, listen to intuition and then choose a pile that attracts you the most. Let's go. Hello my beautiful pile number 1, or everyone who chose the rose quartz stone. Let's see what we've got for you. How does your person see you? And we have 2 of Pentacles, Letter, Knight of Cups, Melancholy, 10 of Cups, and Thief. Pile 1. In the past, this person saw you as someone that's very good at balancing things out, keeping things harmonious, not going into extremes, making sure that you keep peace. Not to keep peace, how do I explain it better? That you're an easygoing person. You are someone that's easy to be around, comfortable to be around. With this 2 of Pentacles, I feel like you can ease the most difficult situation, the most confusing situation, the most difficult conflict. You're just someone who is just very soft and very flexible with people, very understanding. Very kind person, especially in your communication with them. At some point in the past you were talking with this person, and I feel like through the means of non-verbal communication, well, not non-verbal, you didn't speak to each other, but you were texting, or maybe you were sending emails to each other, or through some sort of social media, maybe for some of you. And they felt like you were, it's almost like there is this feeling of balancing, trying to find balance, trying to find peace, trying to be playful, to be flexible. I feel like this person saw you trying to be flexible with them in your communication, and that's how they saw you. Almost like you are balancing on one leg, on maybe in a situation that's very tight, very difficult, very confusing, but you're keeping it like very skillfully. You're staying afloat. You are staying on your own feet, on your own 2 feet. It's just so difficult to explain. Flexibility, that's what they see in you very strongly, especially very recently in the past. Somehow maybe you've been busy, maybe you've been tending to other aspects of your life and them, and your connection with them, and you could make everything work. I feel like busy bee, that's how they would describe you, someone very busy, but at the same time you stayed afloat, you kept that balance. Also, with this 2 of Pentacles, what am I feeling? Communication, what is this about? It's almost like they're not getting enough of you for some reason. In the past, again, that's the energy of the past that I'm talking about. This person was not getting enough of you. Maybe the communication was here and there. Maybe you were just giving them short glimpses of your life from time to time, or maybe it was more superficial, or not even superficial. I feel like you're a very deep person. It's just the way you talk to them. You keep things at balance. You don't go too far. You didn't give too much. You didn't overdo. But at the same time, this person was lacking something from you. It's like It's very light-hearted, the communication that you had together. It's almost like it goes in waves, how you would come back to them, or maybe just get in touch with them and then retrace, and then get in touch with them and then retrace. I hope I'm making sense, but I think I am. If this reading resonates with some of you, you probably know what I'm talking about. Just the style of your communication, they were like, this person, what are they doing? It feels very intriguing for them, but at the same time they can't tell what it is that you want exactly. What are you about? What are you trying to do? That's how it feels to me. Here and there. Okay, let's move on. Interesting energy. How did I see you now? Oh, there is so much love here. There is so much love here with this Knight of Cups. It's like they see you as a walking heart, as a walking, like a symbol of heart, I would say. Someone who is like a naked heart. Very warm, very soft beating heart. Someone who is full of emotions, full of love. And it's pouring out of you. That's how they see you. But maybe at the moment you opened up to them somehow, or they are just observing your life and they see how you share your emotions with others, how you express yourself into the world, and it's filling them with beautiful emotions, with so much warmth and admiration for you and for your heart. Your heart, for some reason the word heart is something that they associate with you at the moment. The heart. Sensitivity. Compassion, love. That's how they see you. But at the same time, you've been suffering because of your life, because of the amount of love you have in your heart. They see that. There is a little bit of sadness at the back of your mind, like at times maybe loneliness or feeling isolated, like you cannot share that love with them or just with other people around you. It's almost like, what is this for then? Why am I feeling this way? What's the point if I cannot share it with other people? Yeah, but the way, when you decide to show your love, when you decide to express your emotions, your feelings, your compassion, your sensitivity, it's like a balm, healing balm on people's wounds. Almost like you play the strings of their soul when you show them what you feel and how deeply you feel and how much love you have for them. It's so beautiful. Right now this person sees you as the most loving person I would say they've ever met. Maybe it's their memories of you and they're reminiscing on them, or maybe it's just something that's going on between the two of you at the moment that makes them see you in that light. I feel like it's your essence. It comes from sadness in you. I'm so sorry, pile one. My dog stole things she shouldn't be eating, so I had to stop the recording. So I was saying that at the moment your person sees you as someone very loving, very emotional, naked, warm heart. And maybe you have expressed your love to them. Maybe you showed them your vulnerability or the things that make you sad. Yeah, it's all about emotions. It's all I can say with the Knight of Cups. And sadness. Almost like they feel for you, this person. They see your sadness. Something doesn't add up here. Something doesn't... something is not right here. I feel like that's what's on your person's mind. Future energies. It's getting even more beautiful because we've got this Ten of Cups energy. First of all, I just want to say that this person loves you very much too. And they see a future with you. I apologize for the sound my puppy is playing. This person sees a future with you. Just look at this Ten of Cups card. It's so beautiful. Yeah, with the rainbow and them embracing each other, hugging. These two people, or mermaids. It's almost like this person wants to... how do they see you? They see you as their future, their family that they want to build with you, to have with you. But at the same time, there is this feeling that they know you want the same, but you are hiding it. You are keeping it a secret with this thief. It's almost like they know what it is that you want, what would make you happy, but somehow they feel like you would never confess it to them, or you would never express it clearly. Maybe you're shy, or maybe you're just a very private person, or you don't want to be vulnerable with them at the moment. But with this Ten of Cups, there is this feeling of family. They see you as someone who would build an amazing, beautiful, strong, supportive family. You're made for it. For comfort, for support, for foundation. That's what you're all about. With the Knight of Cups, with the Ten of Cups. Happiness. They see you as someone who can give them so much happiness in the future. But it's almost like you're not on the same page. You're not talking about it. You're not discussing it. With this thief, it's like a secret territory nobody goes to. Like maybe planning for the future, or talking about the things you both want and would like to have in the future, the way you would want to feel. They definitely see you as a person of emotions, of feelings. Definitely not a logical, rational, cynical type. Just a second. She's eating my chair. Pachinko. I'm just going to pet her for a second. She gets distracted. Okay. Yeah, so definitely they want a future with you. They see you. It's almost like the way you can love. It's exactly what they want. It's exactly how they would like to... what they would like to experience in the future for a long term. Emotional fulfillment. Happily ever after. That's you. But somehow you're not talking about it. You're not discussing it. Let's look at the bottom of your deck to see the background story for you guys. Oh my gosh. Now she's eating the curtains. So at the bottom of the deck we've got the Five of Swords. That explains a lot. There's this feeling of disappointment, of conflict coming from the past. Maybe you left the situation. Maybe you couldn't get on the same page. Maybe you couldn't fix some sort of confusing situation. And this person honestly feels very heartbroken. Very heartbroken about this connection. It's interesting how on this card, a man in this image, he's missing his heart. It's patched, like there is a hole and it's sewed, like fixed. And then in the way they see you now at the moment, we've got this woman holding a heart. So I guess if we were to look for his heart, we would find it in her hands. Like a beautiful, almost like a metaphor, and an explanation what happened here. Things didn't work out, but there is a lot of love here. You're holding their heart. You have a lot of love for them. They feel the same. But yeah, let's look at the oracle cards. I don't want to draw any conclusions just yet. That family energy, that's all about you. That stability, that support you give to others. We've got this card community. Again, that feeling of Ten of Cups, caring for other people, being so involved with their problems, with their pain, little kids. I feel like you are amazing with children, and this person, that's how they see you. Very caring, nurturing energy. Someone who can relate to starting with kids, then ending with the elderly, very mature old people. You can find common ground with anyone, and you care for everybody, especially for your close ones, your family, your immediate environment, the people around you. Then we've got this card Blossom in Abundance, very similar energy to the Empress in traditional tarot. Yes, I feel like this abundance, it of course could be financial. Maybe they see you as someone who's getting on materially well, but I feel like also emotionally, like what I was saying with the love that you have for other people. That's your abundance, that's your wealth. Your compassion, your kindness, your generosity, your big, huge heart. It's enormous in this person's eyes. It's almost like when they're around you, when they're with you, life is blooming, life is rich, life is, it's expanding, it's growing. Then we've got this card DNA and karma. Again, that's the confusion situation between the confusing parts of your journey together with the Five of Swords that we saw at the bottom of your deck. Feels like a connection that goes in cycles. And you had to learn a lot from each other, very difficult lessons. And that feeling, the DNA, family, something about family is very prominent here. Their family, your family, I don't know why. And also from this card, I feel like it could be a past life connection. I don't say it often, but for some reason with these strong cards, I feel like it could be a past life connection. Like that instant, you will know, that instant recognition as soon as you met. I've known you before, we've met. And then we've got this card, another confirmation. It says oath. This card gives me the strong energy of loyalty, just someone who stands for their word. Stands by their word, I think that's the expression. Who doesn't throw words in the wind or just promise things they can deliver. I feel like they see you as someone very solid, very dependable, very reliable, very strong person. Like you would never betray, you would never cheat, I guess, lie, be somehow superficial and flaky. You're just very honest. Whatever you say, you deliver. The way you show up, that's exactly who you are. You don't wear masks, you don't pretend to be better than you are. So yeah, very powerful energy. I feel like there is a lot of respect they have for you, this person. For your ability to be vulnerable, but at the same time, for your strength, for your inner strength, your core. And the love you have for the people around you. And then we've got this card, Full Moon in Gemini, and it says the answers you need are coming. Very similar message with this Two of Pentacles actually in letter. I feel like it could be that now the communication between you two is developing or has started again. Or this person is waiting for it. They are waiting for answers from you, for explanations, they just want to get closer to you, I feel. Yeah, because they have big dreams for the future. Here in this connection, we've got the Ten of Cups for the future position, the Knight of Cups in the middle of your reading. Because there is a lot of curiosity in the past, I feel like, in them with this Two of Pentacles. What it is that they want, that's how they would think about you. What it is that they are after, how do they feel about me, why. Like they are not getting enough clarity. And that's what they are seeking at the moment. And then we've got this card, Hidden Path. And it says, the marriage of spirit and matter. It's almost like you're very spiritually developed. Emotionally, very emotionally intelligent, emotionally mature. But also you're doing quite good, I feel like, in the 3D world, in material sense. You're very grounded. You're building a good life for yourself with this blossom in abundance. And there is no balance. Again, the way I started describing you, balance with this Two of Pentacles. You're very good at keeping balance between your maybe personal life and career. Maybe your emotions and your spirituality and how you feel everything so deeply. And then going back and grinding, focusing on your work, focusing on making money, basically. Surviving, not even surviving, growing your abundance, your prosperity. Yeah, beautiful marriage of spiritual part of you and your more grounded side. I want to get more cards for you. Pile one. Which deck do I use? I think this one. Just a second. How does your person see you, pile 1? How does your person see you? We've got this card healing. Look how many hearts we've got. It's almost like it's the I would say, the epitome, the name of your reading today. The heart, quotation marks. That's the way they see you. And I'm going to, and the name of this card is healing. I will read the message. Healing. Positive transformation is occurring on a soul level. The answer to your question is yes. First of all, I feel like this person sees you as a very healing presence in everybody's life, in their life, in the lives of people that you know. Emotional healing, that's what you bring. Someone very loving, someone that's all about emotions, connection, soul to soul. Clearing all of that things that are not essential, that just the glitter on our lives, whatever it is, the career or success or the social status or whatever it is. I feel like you're not about all of that. You're very soulful food, I would say even. But also for some of you, if you came to this question or to this reading with the question in your mind, there is a clear indication here for you, a confirmation that says the answer to your question is yes. I'm going to show it to you in case you don't believe me. Yeah. So very beautiful energy. Thank you for sharing it with me. Thank you for giving me a chance to read for you, pile 1. I hope this reading has resonated with you, has given you the answers you were looking for. And I wish you lots of happiness and lots of love for yourself and for others. And I will see you in my next video. Bye bye. Hello my beautiful pile number 2, or everyone who chose the leaf, the pearl leaf. Let's see, how does your person see you? And we've got the moon, wife, 3 of cups, sorrow, strength, and joyfulness. Pile 2. There is, well, let's start from the past. How did your person see you in the past? I feel like they saw in you a desire for something serious with them or just in general in life. It's almost like it's obvious that you were made to be in a serious committed relationship, to be a wife, to build a family, to have children. You're not someone who just mingles until you are middle-aged or when you're in your 40s, 50s. I feel like it's obvious that you are made for something serious. You are ready. But at the same time, there is almost like a filter on it. Like they saw you not being ready to, not even not being ready. It's almost like there are fears in you about it. Maybe with them. Maybe about this beautiful picture, marriage, commitment, serious relationship, not working out with them, with this person. A lot of overthinking, a lot of wondering, but then at the same time apathy and fear and confusion, uncertainty about how it can come about and whether it's even possible with this person. That's what I'm feeling here. In the past, it's almost like maybe there were a few times when you voiced your desires, your needs. Maybe you said, I want a serious commitment, I would love to build a family at some point, I want to know where we stand, whatever it is. Or you expressed that you would want to have, basically to get married or whatever it is. That you are ready for the serious stuff. I guess let's phrase it this way. But then there is uncertainty in you. It's almost like you are not sure. There's the sadness and like melancholy almost about it. You want it. I feel like you still want it. But maybe the situation wasn't right. Maybe this connection wasn't making you feel certain about this person. Maybe, yeah, it just feels like you repressed it, if that's the word, the best way to describe it. You repressed your needs, your desires, and how you saw yourself in a relationship before. The image you had of yourself. I know I'm going to be a good partner. I know it's all natural to me. It's all easy. I can be a wife. If you're a man, I can be a husband. Just turn it around. The situation, what I'm talking about, just flip it. But at the same time, there is this foggy mist that it's almost like I'm going to repress my desires until I'm certain. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I still want it, but this situation it doesn't feel right. I feel scared. I feel like I'm in the dark. I don't feel like, maybe you didn't feel like you could rely on this person. Basically how they saw you in the past, they saw sadness in you. They knew exactly what you wanted. They saw how you were expressing yourself, and they acknowledged that you are ready for more, that you want more. That you are at the stage of your life that you're almost ready to get married, to start a family, whatever it is. But at some point, some sort of sadness came over you about it. Like, I'm just not going to think about it anymore. I'm not going to hope. I'm not going to feed into those dreams and desires and that picture. But it's still there. It's still there. Maybe you try to change your focus and put more attention to something else, distract yourself with this moon. Fears, that's what it is, your subconscious fears. Is it even for me? Is it possible? Is this connection, can it give it to me, what it is that I need in a relationship? What it is that I was born for? Can it provide me with something real, something substantial, the foundation, stability? It's almost like this dreamy, sad, uncertain energy about you. That's what this person saw in you. But there is still a lot of softness, a lot of emotional energy. The moon, the Cancerian energy I'm getting here, Pisces energy, watery signs. Someone who is quite soft. Their nature is very soft, very loving, very forgiving, very compassionate, very kind and generous, almost like a poetic soul, like you're a dreamer, very idealistic, I would say, idealistic person. You had a picture in your mind of the ideal picture of the final future snapshot. Yeah, and you're dreaming about it, but then it's a sad dreaming. If I'm making sense, I hope I'm making sense to you guys, what I'm trying to convey, the feelings I'm getting. Anyway, let's move on. How does this person see you now? Again, sadness didn't go anywhere. The sadness in your eyes, in the way you express yourself, it didn't go anywhere. But then you changed your approach to them, maybe to life, to your personal life. Now you're like, I'm just going to enjoy my life, have fun, enjoy the pleasures of life, maybe go out on dates, explore new possibilities with the Three of Cups. Just be lighthearted. Enjoy the present moment. I'm not gonna go back in the past and ruminate over whatever happened, the mistakes we made, and I'm not gonna go too far into the future and hope for whatever it is that I want to happen faster. I'll just stay in the present, enjoy it as much as I can, take the best of it. With the Three of Cups, maybe flirt. That's the energy of flirting. Maybe basically be more lighthearted. Not to ask for too much, not to be a burden maybe, not to be too heavy. And I'll see where things go. I feel like that's how they see you now. Yeah. Because it's almost like dreaming for too much, hoping for too much. At the end, it only hurt you in this particular connection. Waiting for something real, at the end, it just broke your heart. So you decided, I don't want to feel this sad anymore. There is no point. Why am I hoping for something that's maybe the situation cannot bring me at the moment, but I'll just enjoy whatever it can give me right now, which is, it could be like a friendship with your person, or just being lighthearted, flirtatious, romantic with them, and open to opportunities in your life. Basically open. Feel like they see you someone who's ready to laugh, to smile, to dance, to drink, to go to dates, to meet new people, to be more lighthearted, basically. Even though the sadness is there, like I was feeling, it didn't go anywhere with the sorrow. The disappointment already happened. You cannot undo it. It's still there. Future energies. Very similar, very similar. You're holding yourself back somehow. It's almost like now you are trying to go in and be all fun, all exciting, enjoying the communication, flirting, whatever it is, meeting new people, or engaging with this person in a more simpler, more light-hearted way. But they feel that you are stronger than that. It's almost like you are going to tame yourself somehow. You have a very strong core. It's very strong morals, beliefs, and at some point you're just going to say, I'm done with this pointless fun, pointless pleasure, flirting, whatever is going on. I feel like it will be different for every person who is watching this, but this dynamic with this joyfulness and strength, I'm more than this. Like, you are stronger, you are so strong. And you've been through a lot. And I feel like you are ready for the real deal, for something substantial. It's almost like they're waiting for the moment when you'll say, I'm exhausted. I want something more serious. I deserve more. And hold yourself back. Stop expressing this lightheartedness. You are serious. I feel like you are a very serious person, even though you can be very soft, you can be very emotional and fun and sassy maybe, and bubbly and all of that. But then you are a lion, and lions don't play. You don't play. I hope it's like a metaphor or a way to describe you, like an analogy to give. You are a lion, and lions don't play with other species, other animals in savannah or wherever they live. They know who they are. They find their mate, they stay with them until they die, and they don't play, I feel like that's what you are, and this person knows exactly what you're about. Your nature. Even though you've tried, I feel like currently maybe you try to adjust. Try to ask for less, try to make things work. I feel like it happened over and over again with you and them. It's almost like your own nature is rebelling. It's like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? This is not for you. This is not what you want. You are just giving your energy and time and life force to something that's just, it's different from your original intention. You're made for more. And you knew it from the very beginning. I think I went a little bit deeper from how your person sees you. It's almost like the perspective of you from the higher guidance, higher power. But I feel like this person subconsciously, they sense where you are with them at this point of your life, by the way you behave. Let's look at the bottom of your deck to see the background story here. The Seven of Cups. There is so much confusion here in this connection, so much fog. and uncertainty, and that's something that makes you feel scared. And I feel like you're trying to adjust to it somehow, and it's not in your nature at all. You are not someone who plays along to a beautiful illusion, to like a play in a theater. It's just you tried. I feel like it's almost like you said to yourself, if I don't try, I might regret it. So I'll just try. If it works out, interesting, let's see where it leads. If it doesn't work out, that's fine. I always knew that it might not. Something like that. Almost like you try to adjust, change your needs, become more flexible, change the way you express yourself with this person. Ask for less, maybe. Be easier. But then it brings up a lot of uncertainty and fear inside of you, and you don't like feeling this way. You don't. Because you yourself are very radical, very honest, very blunt, very dependable. The person of your word. That's who you are, I feel like. You don't play around. You don't. Even if you try, even if this connection made you, brought out the side of you that's kind of playful and fun and childlike, within you, it's not something that's too not natural. It's just the effect of all of this. Let's look at your oracle cards. And again, if this doesn't resonate, remember this is a general reading. It doesn't have to. Please choose another pile or maybe another reading altogether. I always say that. Just make sure you don't waste your time. Yeah, your oracle cards. Again, family. Family, that's what you want, you guys. I cannot even stress this enough. You are ready to build a family, marry, have kids, all of the traditional things. We've got this card by the book. For me, it's always about continuing your legacy, about traditions, about history, about foundations, about family tree, doing everything like it was done before. Very traditional things, very maybe religious things that you want to have a connect with your person, maybe the same religion or just the same values in life. You are very strong in your morals, in your principles in life, and very family oriented. You are always like that. Always. I'm getting a very Cancerian, Cancer energy. Maybe many Cancers chose this reading. Who knows? And then we've got this card, second chakra or Archangel Ariel. Yeah. Again, I feel like this connection has a very strong, powerful physical attraction, powerful lust, desire, that side of things, like pleasure. Sacral chakra is all about enjoying physical side of life, especially in relationships. Creating, bringing things to life, even children. And it's almost like this is what this whole connection activates in you. Your passionate side, your playful side, your fun side. And I see someone as someone very creative for some reason. I don't know why. Someone who has a very good imagination and someone who can bring things to life through whatever you do for your job. Maybe through, if you're an artistic person, through your art. Maybe, I don't know, you're good with children. Nourishing and what's the word? I lost it. Anyway, maybe it will come back. Then we've got this card conclusion, and we see two books pictured on it, and it says chapter 1 and the end. Again, there's this feeling that you made your conclusions. You are much more wise, much more smart and intelligent than what you show. I feel like that's the point here. And maybe this person sees it, maybe they don't. But the main fact is that you are smarter than you let other people see. You're much smarter. You see ahead. You see 10 years ahead. You can easily conclude who it is that is in front of you. What is this person like? What are they going to bring into your life? Even though you might be all affectionate and loving and understanding, you're very smart, very wise. And again, I feel like you made your conclusions about this connection in the very beginning. You realized what is possible here, what is not, what can this relationship give you, what is it that it cannot give you. Yeah, maybe you've decided to walk away at some point again, because we've got this card conclusion and movement. The next card, we've got this card river and movement. So this person sees you as someone who moved on, who maybe traveled physically, who's always on the go, or just, yeah, very active person. You're not afraid to move on. You're not holding on to things. That's what I'm feeling here. Even though you had a lot of love for the situation, a lot of hopes, you don't have this grip onto them anymore. And again, look at this. This card, full moon eclipse, and it says conclusions are within reach. The same message here of coming to conclusions, realizing what it is that, who it is that you are, what it is that you deserve. Is this comfortable or not? A very wise energy. I feel like since this reading that's called How Does Your Person See You, they see you as someone who's making their conclusions slowly but surely, coming up to a final decision, final choice about this whole situation. Very interesting. And then we've got this card Zen Garden, and it says inner sanctuary. Yeah. As much as you've tried to go out there, as much as you try to be all sociable, all fun and exciting and be lighthearted, it's almost like within you are a big introvert, or someone who just loves their alone time, someone who values quantity over quality when it comes to people, who loves to have enough time to think, to come to realizations, to get insights on whatever situation you're dealing with. A very deep person, very wise and very strong. You're like a treasure box of interesting ideas, of deep, almost like deep understandings of life and people and energy and spirituality. As much, even though you try to be all superficial and up to date and fun and humorous and maybe with this 3 of Cups, like flirtatious and sexy, I feel like you're so much deeper than that. Like a warrior, a lion, regardless of your zodiac sign. Let's get one more card for you. How does your person see you, pile 2? How does your person see you? We've got this card, the journey. Again, an interesting indication of you movement, journey, maybe traveling. Maybe you have an extensive history of traveling in your past. Maybe you travel to them or away from them. Maybe you move a lot in your life. And then we've got this message. You are soaring to new heights. Experiment, play. Allow your spirit the freedom to explore new and exciting possibilities for your life. Follow the rainbow across the horizon. A pot of gold awaits. Yeah, experimenting. I feel like that's the energy of your present with this 3 of Cups. You tried. You are trying to adjust. You are trying to be different. You are trying to experiment. Okay, if this doesn't work and it gives me headache and heartbreak, I'll try this way. I'll be flexible. I'll try to be what this person wants me to be, what the situation calls for me to be. But then it's almost like eventually you'll come back to yourself. This is just a lesson. It's almost like the universe is trying to show you, see, you can be different. Almost like this connection is trying to grow you as a personality, as a person, and show other sides of you, other aspects of you that you didn't know existed. like the playful side of you, understanding, light-hearted, almost childlike energy. Yeah, follow the rainbow across the horizon, a pot of gold awaits. Something about traveling could be important here. Freedom, exploration, and possibilities coming your way soon. The journey. Interesting way to see someone. The journey. So this is all I have for you, pile 2. I hope this reading was helpful. I hope it gave you the answers you were looking for. It has resonated with you. And I wish you lots of happiness and lots of love for yourself and for others. And I will see you in the next video. Bye bye. Hello my beautiful pile number 3, or everyone who chose the green aventurine heart. Let's see how does your person see you. And we are opening your reading with the Knight of Cups, Sides, Queen of Wands, Pleasure Seekers, Temperance, and Sweetheart. Pile 3. In the past, this person saw you as someone very, very loving, very emotionally expressive, very sensitive, very compassionate, almost like you've got this huge heart, and that is filled with a lot of love for them, for your life, for people in your life. It's almost like that's how you live. You live in love. That's your automatic mode of living. But then there is sadness here. I guess that's because you're very emotional, and that love, all of the love that you had in your heart, it brought you a lot of sadness, it brought you a lot of disappointment, and this person sees that. It's almost like even the love that you have for them, sometimes it's coming from a very sad place. Almost like, yes, this connection has disappointed me, made me really sad at some point, made me disheartened, but I still have love for it, or I still have love for you, for that person. With the Knight of Cups and Sighs. Deeply, deeply feeling person, deeply sensitive, that's who you are. Full of love, and you express it very naturally, very easily, effortlessly. Maybe you showed this person how much you love them. Maybe you said them literally what it is that you feel. You told them, you confessed your feelings a few times. But then somehow they saw sadness in you. For some reason they saw a little bit of a heartbreak and unease about your feelings, about where you stand with them. What's happening now, currently? How do they see you? It's interesting because now your energy is a little bit more powerful, a little bit more confident and focused on you. Much more focused on you. It's almost like now you are the one who's pressing the buttons. Now you are who is choosing the direction of this connection, or whatever it is, even your whole life. There is a lot of respect here and admiration that is coming from them, because we've got the Queen of Wands and Pleasure Seekers. It's almost like you chose, you are choosing. It's like the choice is in your hands now, and you know it. Feeling much more empowered, much more in control of your life, in control of your emotions, much more passionate, much more excited, much more energetic. It's almost like the sadness went away a little bit. You started focusing on yourself, on your life, on your career, maybe on your job, on your achievements, on the things that inspire you and activate you, motivate you. It's as though you're not taking this whole situation seriously anymore with these Pleasure Seekers. Almost like it doesn't deserve my full heart anymore. It doesn't deserve my full attention and my honesty, my vulnerability, my heart anymore. I feel like you're still considering it. You're still somehow interested, curious, But now it's just more lighthearted. Now it's just, whether in the past you were all in, you were very emotionally involved, your heart was fully in it, and that's where the sadness comes from. Almost like you were given too much. Now, more focused on you, on your craft, on your life, on your career, and seeing this just as an entertainment, I would say. That's how they see you. Almost like you are the one who's choosing now, who's in control now, with this Queen of Wands and pleasure seekers. Almost like you are having fun now. I'm not hoping for too much here, but I'll play along in this situation with this. This combination gives me the energy of I won't let it get to my heart anymore. I'll stay on the bright side. I'll enjoy the present moment, but I won't give too much of myself to this anymore. Yeah, passion. Also passion. I feel like you switched your expression, your attitude to this connection, your lens almost, from hearty one, from a more emotional and poetic and melancholic and loving and soft place, to the one that's more passionate, more physically based, more exciting, more fun, more about pleasure, if you're still in the communication with this person. If you're not, then it's more like, that's how I'm going to approach life now. Because the way I was approaching this whole connection from the past, it was hurting me. It was hurting my heart. Interesting. And somehow I feel like you worked on your confidence. You worked on presenting the side of you that's more strong, that's more independent, that's more mature, that's more charismatic, maybe even respectable. It's either you're putting an upfront that looks like that, or you really worked on embodying that yourself. You brought out that side of you. I know who I am. You don't need to tell me who I am. I know myself. I know what I deserve, and I know my craft. I know that I'm successful, I'm desired by people, whatever it is. With this Queen of Wands, there is this strong, physical, fiery energy in you now that this person is feeling and seeing. Future energies. Healing. I feel like healing is coming, and this person expects that. It's almost like they expect you to retrieve, to go back within you, to inside of you. Oh my gosh, my English. They expect that you will maybe to pull away, to put this connection on pause, to heal. It's almost like with this Temperance and Sweetheart. They have a lot of love for you, but they see that it drained you. This whole dynamic, this whole connection, the way you communicate to each other, the way things may not have worked out so far. They are expecting that you will pull back and try to get into balance. It's almost like it's time for it now again, for you to how do I even explain it? To not give so much, to reserve your energy, your time and your love, and heal yourself. With this Temperance, it's almost like you're giving less and less of yourself to them, less and less with time. And they see that at some point you might just become quite still with them, quite numb, maybe even just to stop all communication altogether. But they have a lot of love for you still. With the Sweetheart, they admire you, they love everything about you. Almost like going within, connecting to yourself rather than to everything around you, to all of the stimulations, to the things they say, the way they make you feel, It's like, okay, time to go back to myself. Time to pause all of it and go inside. Interesting. Let's look at the bottom of your deck, pile 3. What do we have here? Page of Pentacles. Yeah. It's almost like you have been learning from this connection a lot. It might be that you met with this person when you were young or inexperienced, or they came around when you needed some sort of lesson or lessons the most in your life. Maybe to grow up, maybe to level up, to become more confident, whatever it is. It's almost like you were eager to learn. You were very curious, you wanted to explore, you wanted to do something. Your hands were burning, your eyes were looking for knowledge or for something new and exciting. Yeah. Almost childlike energy, very open-hearted, open-minded, open-handed, like a student of life. That's how they saw you in the very beginning. Let's look at your oracle cards. We've got this card co-create. Again, interesting. It could be that you are a creative person. With this Queen of Wands, it's a very creative energy. It's the people who bring something to life, be it their ideas, be it their art, be it even children for some of you. I feel like you could really work together in that sense. You brought up a lot of creativity out of each other and a lot of inspiration and motivation to, almost like energy to live this life, to act, to create. However, I feel like you're very different, almost like different species, because we've got this leopard and owl, and they have a common egg. Very interesting. Like you're different species, but somehow you try to make this relationship work. Almost as though people from the outside of this relationship would say, oh, this couple would never work out, they're too different, they're from two different, be it religions, be it countries, be it different age gap, or whatever it is, races maybe. But I feel like you tried, and it was interesting, it was quite interesting. Then we've got this quite happy family. I feel like it's also the energy of you being very family oriented, very loving. Again, with the Knight of Cups opening your reading, you're full of love and you are not afraid or shy to express it. You love the people around you, and I feel like one of your main goals in life is to build a family, to have your own foundation, stability, committed relationship, children. I feel like that's what they saw in you. It might be that they also saw a family with you, a possibility of building a family together. But then now it's almost like now you are more, you're not focused on that anymore. With this Queen of Wands and pleasure seekers, it's not family oriented energy. Now you, at least towards them, now you're more about pleasure, about fun, good conversations, flirting, keeping it lighthearted, not giving too much of yourself to this anymore. If it was the Queen of Cups, I would say that there is still a little bit of hope or desire, but now you're focusing more on yourself. And on almost like this physical grounded energy, we've got this card lust. First of all, this person has a lot of passion for you, a lot of physical attraction, this pull, magnetic pull that they struggle to resist. And the Queen of Wands is a very sexual energy here in the middle of this reading, describing you. I feel like the way they feel for you, the desire they have for you, I feel like they have never felt anything like it before. A lot of lust and infatuation is present here. Almost like everything about you is just pleasure, associated with pleasure for this person. Then we've got this card Milky Way, and it says perspective. Yeah, it's interesting. I feel like you've been changing your mind about this whole situation, about this connection a few times. It's almost like trying to distance yourself and see what it's all about. What can it bring you? Where can it lead you both? And with Temperance, it's almost like you learned to disassociate yourself somehow from it. See things from a bigger perspective, bigger scale, and zoom out, almost like zoom out. I kept feeling it throughout the reading with this Queen of Wands, Temperance. When in the beginning you were very focused, very much into it, pouring all of your love into it, now you try to see the bigger perspective. Maybe there is a big lesson here that I'm just meant to learn and move on. What is this person showing me? What it is that they are projecting? What it is that they're triggering in me? A lot of inner work and again, zooming out. That's how it feels to me. And you're very wise. You're very wise. And I see you being someone who possesses this depth and almost like a bigger vision. You see things on a bigger scale. You're not superficial. You don't, you're interested in maybe spirituality, maybe astrology, maybe divination as well, or just social issues that are more important and bigger than one person's, the problems of the everyday life of a person. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. Just things that we get buried under, like routines or whatever it is. You don't go there. You always have that bigger perspective, like Sagittarius energy I'm getting here almost. Then we've got this card, Disseminating Moon, and it says, take time to breathe out. I feel like that's what this person is waiting from you. Almost not even waiting, but they know that it's coming, and they can't do anything about it. You are getting tired, you are getting exhausted, or maybe they sense you pulling away, not investing so much love into this connection. And with Temperance as the future energies for the two of you, for the way they expect to see you, very similar. Taking time to breathe out, putting this connection on pause and focusing on something else, leaving it as it is. And then we've got this card, Moonlight, and it says travel, romance, potential. Very interesting. Yeah, romance for sure. There is a lot of romantic energy between you and them, with the Knight of Cups, with Sweetheart, and Moonlight. It's interesting. It's almost like this person can never figure you out, can never tell what it is that you are about, what it is that you want. You change so fast. Travel, it could be that maybe you've been traveling together, or maybe you traveled away from them, or maybe there is distance, a need for travel, things like that. Take it as it resonates with you. But potential, I feel like they're not letting go. Even if you're pulling away, even if you are going within, I feel like this person is not letting go of you. They feel like there is more to this connection. You have more to give them. And they have feelings for you for sure with the Sweetheart. Let's get one more card for you from this deck. Pile 3. How does your person feel about you? How does your person see you? How does your person see you? Soulmate. Soulmate. We've got this card, Speak Your Truth. And I'm going to read you the message at the back of it. It says, stand up for what you believe in, regardless of the consequences. Speak your truth, no matter what others may think. It's time to stand in your own power for all the world to see. Standing in your own power, for sure, with this Queen of Wands in the middle of your reading. Very powerful, empowering energy. Knowing your worth, being confident, not settling for less. It's almost like recently you've started to be more going against the grain, speaking your truth more and more, being more blunt, radical, and honest about what it is that you want, what it is that you think. Interesting. And I feel like they see you as someone quite honest, with your feelings, with your words, with the way you express yourself. Everything about you is just, there is a lot of integrity. You're not someone who people can depend on or rely on. You are very solid. You will deliver on your promises. You stand by your word. So this is all I have for you, part 3. I hope this reading was helpful. I hope it gave you the answers you were looking for, has resonated with you, and I wish you lots of happiness and lots of love for yourself and for others, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.